All right, good evening and welcome back to Big Rooster's Corner. I'm your host, Big Rooster. I have a channel disclosure. This is not a kidly friendly. However, it is a 420 F word friendly channel. If you're not 420 friendly or the F word pops out and you are offended, don't watch our content. Wouldn't you like to be in Rooster's yard? If you do subscribe to my yard, welcome back. If you don't subscribe, think about subscribing today. Subscription is free and nothing to download. Just give it a thumbs up and subscribe by hitting the subscription button. It's showtime, people. Cock-a-doodle fucking do. It's time to wake and bake and smell the coffee. In my yard on Big Rooster's Corner, we have trending news and lots of other topics with just common sense thinking. This is episode 33 on Wednesday, 3/24/2021. My shout-outs go to the veterans in the active military. As an honorably discharged veteran, I know all that they do. The 505 for being a great place to live, and to my viewers and subscribers. All right, we have breaking news first. In the Suez Canal is blocked after a massive container ship, Evergreen, they call it Everclear, I don't know why, it says Evergreen right on the side of the fucking boat, gets stuck sideways. Well, they just need to unload some of that shit and get it turned sideways the other way, wait on the tide to come in, and then get it the hell out of there. It's that simple. Not a big fucking deal. And an armed man ambushes caravan of National Guard troops transporting the vaccine in Texas. Well, here we go again. If they're allowed to carry weapons like they do any other place, they would have been able to protect themselves. An anti-Asian crime is awful, but white supremacy isn't driving most of it, reporters say. Well, that's probably true. Anyway, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit just ruled that there is no right to carry openly or concealed in public. They have declared in a case that there is no inherent right to carry listed in the Constitution of the United States. Well, oh fuck, here we go again. Taking away the second privilege of the Constitution. Our right to bear arms is not a right, it's a privilege, and they're taking it away one freedom at a time. Pay attention. And top topics. 10 people killed in Colorado supermarket shootings. Police say it was the 7th massacre in the United States. And Bambi calls for assault weapon ban after Colorado shooting. And the 14th juror seated for ex-officer's trial in Floyd's death. Well, about time they start getting that underway. And the IRS says more stimulus checks will land by March 24th. Yes, they're probably getting a lot of checks. It's tax time. And a man drove his car through a crowd at an anti-Asian violence rally and yelled, "Fuck China." Listen, dumbasses, just because you hate China doesn't mean that you should hate all the Asians. Idiots. It doesn't even mean you have to hate the people at all. Just because the government has its flaws, every country has bad people and government. It's not the majority's fault, you idiots. That's why they're here, trying to make a better life. God, you people need something to do. And Republican senators call for idiot control instead of gun control. And Twitter users lambaste John Kennedy over his comments. However, I agree with Kennedy. We need idiot control. However, gun control might help with the idiot control. It's a good possibility. Anyway, local news, Keller pledging $1.5 million to boost the tourism in Albuquerque. And Albuquerque 5-0 investigates another homicide. Boy, we're getting up there. Quite a few homicides already. And strong winds led to blown out transformers in Albuquerque. Yeah, it's pretty windy. Surprising they don't have that underground, a lot of it. Just like with Florida, they have a lot of it underground. And that's because of hurricanes and shit. But hell, they got wind here on an average. You get a good gust, it's 65, 70. That's hurricane wind. And national news, the House okays path to citizenship for millions of illegal immigrants. And a woman was on a Zoom call when a colleague and had led deputies to bodies of 2 stabbing victims. It's kind of nuts. And let's see here. McDonald's customer slashes 12-year-old boy with a box cutter, then tells boy's family he only wanted to finish his coffee. Well, that's kind of fucked up. And let's see. She picked her husband up from jail, hoping the marriage could be saved, and later that day he killed her. Well, what a way for thanking her for the ride home, huh? And a man knifed to death on Brooklyn sidewalk Monday afternoon. That's not really surprising in New York. And low-income families in Oakland, California of color could receive an extra $500 a month over the next year and a half. The money would be given to them to spend however they please and no strings are attached. Well, fuck, where the hell is my $500 a month for the next 18 months? I'll take that too. I live in New Mexico, but that's right by California. And world and international news. Brussels marks 5 years since terror attack. King and Queen of Belgium pay tribute to the victims. And global stocks drops as rising corona cases in Europe worry investors, with all eyes on Powell and Yellen. And North Korea launches a series of short-range missiles to challenge Bambi. And Kim Jong-un's sister warns Bambi to stop causing stink with a joint military exercises with South Korea. Yes, let them do their thing. You know, leave them the fuck alone. And the 3 Russian nuclear bomb air crew were killed when their ejector seats accidentally go off just before takeoff. And Germany's Merkel admits mistake and reverses Easter lockdown. Well, I don't know. May need that lockdown, buddy. And sagging oil prices surge at 6% as grounded ship blocks Suez Canal. Well, unload that motherfucker. Turn it around. Spin it sideways and get it the fuck out of the way. Jesus Christ. And yes, North Korea could strike D.C. with a nuclear missile. Well, yes. Of course they could. And that's another reason why Bambi needs to watch his ass with those people. You know, this isn't Pearl Harbor. It isn't like they got a bomb and it go, get dropped out of a plane or something. They can just sit there and push a fucking button. They don't even have to get up. So now you got China that has that capability. Russia has that capability. We have that capability. Everybody just needs to chill out and say, listen, okay, we all know that we're military badasses. Now what are we going to do with this information, Are we going to act like kids, or are we going to do what's right for our people? And in politics, the vice president Nice deletes a tweet that say, assuming Boulder gunman was white because he was taken into custody alive. Serious, folks? The vice president got elected from all the people, not just the black people, all the people. How racist is our government now? I know it would go that way. I'm surprised it took this long for racism from the White House, would come out. It absolutely would. It just can't help themselves. They got to say something that's stupid. Everybody's trying to fight racism, but yet it's getting done back and forth, both sides. It's just, you fucking people got to get a life. And then next, they'll want to change their fucking name of the White House, I know what to. Black House? I don't know. So anyway, so all she has to do is delete a tweet and all is forgiven. What about the people who lose their jobs or can't even get, and they get called out for racism over something stupid? Why are the rules different from one group to another? That's the big question, All somebody's got to do is just say something stupid. I mean, just stupid. And they get called out, and they lose their job and shit like that, and it just, I don't know. It's just craziness. I think everybody just needs to get along. And the U.S. is divided over gun control and thrown into sharp relief in Congress. Watch out, folks. They're coming for that second privilege of the constipation. And Bambi, honeymoon is over. Approval rating went to 50. Your approval rating went under the 52%. It's terrible now. So instead of being 52% approved, now it's 52% disapproved. So you got to get your shit together. That's because he lied, and now he can't deliver. So that don't solve anything or help Americans. I seen a thing online about him scratching his head over the COVID bill. Well, yeah, you didn't have to cheap out like that on the American people. You could give them a few more dollars and really got the economy going, and maybe put a down payment on Mexico or something. On Mexico rather, maybe look into buying Mexico. That's what I said before. And Bambi puts Harris in charge of overseeing the border problems between Mexico and the U.S. Well, that ought to turn into a real farce. We're gonna see how that goes. And a clip of North Korean leader calling Bambi a thug. Wow. Yeah, I mean, even third world countries are making fun of him, calling him names. I mean, how in the hell is he going to lead anything? He should have grabbed that by the balls a long time ago. He hasn't even made an address to the nation yet. He came out and made some kind of little stupid speech about the stimulus check, and that took about 30 seconds. So, he's got to get his shit together here. I don't know. Maybe he needs me to advise him, get a shock collar or something, get him moving. And illegal aliens got hotel rooms while the National Guard, our fucking military, slept on the garage floor at the fucking White House while they're, guarding it. I mean, why wouldn't you put our men up in the hotels and put these people in fucking tents with cots or something? They're not protecting anything. And the Bambi team awarded $86 million to house these immigrants, too. While the military that protects you sleeps on the fucking floor. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what they think of the military. They're dispensable. As long as you get enough people signed up that'll do your work, why not? They should take they should take a lot better care of the military. Put the immigrants in tents on fucking cots. They didn't even give her a many fucking cots. They made her sleep on the floor of the sleeping bag. That's horseshit. And Bambi's America just released more than 2,400 criminal aliens from San Francisco alone. Wait until he's done releasing all these mutants. And Levine first transgender to be confirmed with the Senate confirmation. Okay? And in business, Schumer urges JetBlue CEO not to ship New York City jobs to Florida. JetBlue, move out of Florida and stay in New York City. It may be your only chance of survival. You get caught down there and bad shit happens to people. And USPS on Tuesday unveiled a 10-year plan to achieve financial sustainability and service excellence. It would take longer to mail delivery times and cut, office hours, but, I guess that's the way to go. Everybody emails now. You hardly ever have to send a snail mail letter. So, anyway, science and tech, Roman arena discovered in Turkey is just like the Rome's Colosseum. And they, it would have hosted gladiator fights. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. And SpaceX Starship prototype explodes again on the landing. They just can't stick that fucking landing, can they? And the health and wellness news. Maine CDC reports 199 new cases and no new deaths. New Mexico has 218 new cases as of today and 6 new deaths. We're getting down there, staying down below 300 for sure on the new cases. We were down 100 and something the other day. And SNAP recipients are going to receive a 15% boost in their benefits. That's good for the people that need it. And in entertainment news, AMC to reopen almost all U.S. movie theaters on Friday. And rising star country singer Taylor D. dead at 33 after a car crash. And Bobby Brown Jr. autopsy revealed the combined effects of alcohol, cocaine, and fentanyl caused the death. That's usually a pretty lethal combination. An American Idol contestant faints following her performance. Yes, my wife and I was watching that. It's pretty freaky. She face planted right on the stage. And Oscar-nominated actor George Segal dies at age 87 due to complication from bypass surgery. And Jeopardy fans call a 2-week boycott as Dr. Oz is the guest host. I'm still a Jeopardy fan. I don't always have to like the host much. He's reading them okay. He just has no personality. None at all. So, other than that, he just reads the clues. We get through the 2 weeks and move on to somebody else. Hopefully, so far, Ken Jennings really, would be a great fit. And hopefully he'll come back and just host the show and make it a career like Alex did, hopefully. He's probably the most likely candidate, in my opinion. And Sally Grossman, a longtime friend of Bob Dylan who appeared on his album cover, dies at 81 following a motorbike crash. And Miley Cyrus celebrates her 15th year of the Hannah Montana deal. All right, let's move along to word genius of the day. We're going to bring up the IQ a little bit tonight. Auspice. Part of the speech is a noun. Its origin is Latin and it's mid-16th century. And the definition is a divine or prophetic token. And a sentence. The swallow sighting was an auspice. All right, now do we feel fucking smarter? I know I do. I wouldn't be able to go to sleep tonight without knowing what that word meant. And stupid alert, dumbass people. Kentucky woman got arrested for robbing a dollar store. She had less than $30 in items. Are you kidding me? You just got a stimulus check. Why don't you got to rob the store? And Florida dumb criminals. A woman allegedly assaults boyfriend for orgasming too quickly and then gets arrested. Well, that didn't work out. And a black man in Manatee County say cocaine up his ass isn't his. Well, who the hell would put cocaine up your ass? And the 346-pound man punches Domino's guy for forgetting his garlic knots, 50 says. Whew, Florida has more dumb criminals per capita than anywhere else in the world. You just can't make this shit up, people. And here is a slogan for Florida. Visit the No Sunshine State. We are the armpit of America. And Florida is the embarrassment of the United fucking States. What are we doing here, America? And one last thing, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Yahoo at big_rooster_420. I'm disabled and a veteran. Since I can't physically work, I fill my time doing shit around the house, YouTube, shit like that, doing news research. And I like to do news research, so that's why I do news. Some of my other vlogs is 420 News and Sunday Morning Coffee. I sit down on Sunday morning, recap a lot of shit, and do sports and stuff for Sunday. And Big Rooster book reviews. I preview books that I wrote, and I read a few chapters on some of my vlogs to get you interested in my book. And the book we have out now, it's a series of westerns. And volume 1 is Marshall of South Fork J. Quick Draw. It's available on Amazon on Kindle and paperback. So check that out. Penned by the Big Rooster. So until next time, just remember we are working hard to bring you trending news and common sense thinking. So once again, if you like this content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Big Rooster's Corner. Subscriptions are free and nothing to download. Just click the subscribe button. That will do it for today's episode. Until next time, smoke medical marijuana. For your mental health, the mind you save could be your own. Stay safe and don't trust our government, folks. Come back on Friday for more trending news and much more. It's all good in the yard. Thank you for viewing my vlog today. Get fucking real, America. I'm heading back out to the yard. This is Big Rooster, and I am out.